name is Yota, and I'm 45 years old. I'm currently living with my daughter, Paniko, who just turned 15, and my wife, Chizu. My wife and I both had jobs until a couple of years ago, but then I had an accident at work and had to quit my job. After that, my wife and I discussed how we should proceed, and we came to the conclusion that it would be better if I stayed home and took care of our chores. And besides, Chizu was making more money than me to begin with since she was working at her father's company, and I was always more of an introvert than her. This was really the perfect outcome for all of us, and Paniko was open to the idea as well, which I'm very thankful for. When we were eating dinner the other day, she said this to me.
I love the omelets that you cook. They're so flavorful and delicious. They're the best. I'm so glad you cook for us now.
Well, that's great to hear. Thanks, Paniko. But man, when I first started cooking for you guys, I had a really hard time figuring out how to do it well.
Yeah, I remember the first time you tried cooking omelets for us. That was a complete disaster. Overcooked but raw at the same time. And it was just a mess. But surprisingly, it didn't taste too bad. I kind of liked it, actually.
Well, if you're into that kind of stuff, then I could make some for you again.
Yes, thank you, Dad. Oh, and let me take care of the dishes for you.
No, don't worry about it. I can handle it. You're in the middle of applying to high schools right now, right? You should focus all of your energy on that and leave the chores to me.
No, don't worry. I've been doing pretty well at school lately, so I'll be fine.
And just like that, Paniko is always willing to help me with the chores. I'm so glad that she's grown to become a caring and independent person. I'm so proud of her. And so I've been getting along well with my daughter, but on the other hand, my relationship with my wife hasn't been going too well. She always comes home late, and we never get to eat dinner as a family anymore. The reason Paniko and I were eating dinner by ourselves earlier was because my wife texted me in the afternoon telling me that she was going to come home late that night. Chizu has been acting weird lately. She's been wearing more extravagant and expensive clothes of late, and she's never home during the weekend. I don't know what she's doing out there every day. I'm starting to wonder if she's telling me the truth about having more work or going out drinking with her coworkers. Is she cheating on me? And she's gotten a lot more abusive towards me lately as well. And this was what happened when Chizu got back home at 11 p.m. that night.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. It's 11 p.m. already. Looks like you had a busy day at work.
Yeah, I did. But enough of that. Bring me a can of beer and some snacks, will you?
Chizu then threw herself onto the sofa, turned on the TV, and chucked her bag into the corner of the room. And then she grabbed a tissue, and after she was done blowing her nose with it, she just threw it onto the ground. I guess she was aiming for the trash can, but she missed badly, and the tissue was just laying on the floor next to the TV. She didn't stand up to grab it, though, and she just shifted her attention to the TV immediately. She continued to raise the volume on the TV, and it got so loud that I could hear it all the way from the kitchen. So I told her this. Hey, Paniko's studying in her room right now. Could you please lower the volume a bit? I bet she can hear it from her room, and I don't want it to be a distraction for her. We should really help her focus. But that's when she replied with this.
What did you just say to me? I'm the one making all of the money in this family. I'm the one putting food on the table, damn it. I'm the reason our daughter gets to go to school in the first place. You cannot tell me what to do. You have no right. So I'm going to do whatever the hell I want because I deserve it. You should really be on your knees thanking me right now, you know?
Chizu was always a bit selfish and arrogant, but things weren't this bad. She started to change when I quit my job and became a stay-at-home father. Things started to escalate then, and now she's like an uncontrollable freight train. No one can stop her. Because she's the only one with a job that's bringing in money for the family, she thinks she's at the top of our family hierarchy. That's why she's convinced that she should be able to do whatever she wants within our family, and that's led to all of the abuse that she's given us. Sure, we're thankful for her working her ass off every day to bring in money for the family, but It's not like I sit at home every day doing nothing. Being a stay-at-home father is a lot of work too, and I have to handle everything from cooking to cleaning every day. And recently, because of the way Chizu has been acting, I'm starting to wonder if continuing our relationship is the best choice for me. I've been thinking about getting a divorce with her for a while now, but I don't want to put Paniko through that, not when she's still a child. I was determined to wait until Paniko turned 20 before I did anything rash. But that all changed the week after that when this happened. Earlier that day, Chizu had left the house saying that she was going on a trip for a few days with her friends from college. It was the first day of a 3-day weekend, and after my wife left, I started preparing croquettes for dinner in the kitchen. But that's when...
Dad!
Paniko, who was supposed to be upstairs in her room studying, came down to the kitchen with tears in her eyes. She had her phone in her hand and she sounded scared. Whoa, what's going on? Is everything okay? Paniko seemed conflicted at first, almost like she didn't know if she should be talking to me. But then, after a while, she said this.
Dad, you have to see this!
And she held up her phone to show me what was on her screen. And when I saw what was on the screen, my jaw dropped. I was so shocked that I dropped the chopsticks that I had in my hand by accident. The phone was playing a video of Chizu holding hands with a younger-looking man. What is this?
One of my friends sent me this. She was on her way home from cram school and noticed my mom walking alongside this man. She thought that this wasn't actually Mom, but this is her, right?
It was definitely her. I recognized all of the clothes that she was wearing, her skirt, her coat, her earrings. I've seen my wife wearing them before. It had to be her. I don't see any way that it isn't.
I can't believe this is happening. Why would she do this to you? She's been acting very selfishly these past couple of years, and she always abuses you. And now she's cheating on you. This is insane.
God, this is the worst. I feel terrible for Paniko. She found out that her mother was cheating on her father through a friend from school. And Chizu, I kinda had the feeling that she was cheating on me for a while, but I tried convincing myself that Chizu wasn't that stupid or selfish. I wanted to believe that she had a little bit of love for me left over in her and was ignoring all of the glaring, obvious signs. But it was too late now. There was no turning back. Chizu had already cheated on me, and now I had to face the consequences. I told my daughter to text her friend back and tell her that the woman in the video wasn't her mother. Then I instructed her to take a shower before we ate dinner, and while she was upstairs, I immediately grabbed my phone and called my wife. She didn't answer though, and even though I texted her to call me right away, I didn't get a call from her for hours. I guess she was just ignoring me at that point. I didn't get a single text or call from her until she came back the next day from her trip with her friends.
Hey, I'm back. God, I'm so tired. I need to take a shower right now.
She started heading for the shower immediately after getting back home, so I told her this. Stop! You and I need to talk, I shouted and told Chizu to stop.
Whoa, what the hell? Why are you yelling? I'm really tired right now and I need to take a shower.
Why the hell are you ignoring my messages?
What? Well, I was gonna come back home today anyway, so there's really no reason for me to read your messages or call you. You just had to wait for a few days.
Never mind that. You were cheating on me, weren't you? That's when Chizu paused and looked at me straight in the eye, confused.
What are you talking about? Of course not. Besides, where's your evidence?
Oh, don't play dumb with me, you idiot. That's when I pulled out my phone and played the video that Paniko received from her friend. That should have been more than enough evidence.
Well, this was just me fooling around with one of my coworkers. We're not dating or anything, I swear.
Oh, so this is your coworker, huh? But I thought you were on a trip with your friends. What happened to that? You were lying to me, weren't you? What were you actually doing out there the past 2 days, huh? Now Chizu knew that I was onto her, and she started sweating like crazy. I guess she was getting really nervous and she was having a hard time figuring out what to say to me. But at this point, I had already made up my mind. I wasn't going to forgive her no matter what she said to me. But what she said next surprised me.
So what?
What?
So what if I cheated on you, huh? How is that a big deal? Are you gonna get a divorce with me and try to take half of my assets with you? Good luck with that. You don't have a job, remember? You can't survive on your own. You can't get a divorce with me. Be real. And you know very well how much money we have right now. Your divorce settlement is gonna be in the tens of thousands at most. You can't survive with that kind of money. And that means that you'll have no choice but to stay with me. I'm the boss here.
And just like that, Chizu started acting like she did nothing wrong. In her eyes, she could do no wrong. I can't believe her. This is ridiculous. I was in disbelief and at a loss for words, and I guess she thought that that was me admitting defeat. And so she continued on her stupid little rant and said this.
I'm the one that's been putting food on the table all these years after you quit your damn job. You try telling me what I can and can't do, and I'm gonna leave you two to rot. You guys can figure out how to survive by yourselves.
And then Chizu stormed out of the living room and slammed the door behind her. And when she started taking a shower, Paniko came downstairs from her room and said this to me.
I could hear Mom yelling from my room. Man, she was loud, wasn't she? I couldn't focus on my work at all. But anyway, now we both know what kind of person Mom is. You've been trying to avoid a divorce with her for my sake, right? You wanted to protect me, and that's why you've been putting up with her all these years?
Wow. So I guess Paniko knew about everything all along. She knew that I wanted a divorce with my wife for a while now. And when she told me that I should get a divorce from her, I felt like I was freed from the chains that had been holding me down for years. And so I told Paniko this. Paniko, let's get out of here!
Let's do it.
And so Paniko and I made the decision to leave Chizu as soon as possible. We had both had enough of her and we couldn't wait to leave. But little did we know that this decision would end up ruining Chizu's life completely. The following day was the final day of the 3-day weekend, and Paniko and I were sitting in the living room waiting for Chizu to wake up and come downstairs. And around 11 a.m., Chizu finally woke up. She seemed tired and her hair was a mess.
Oh, God, that was nice. Anyway, I want my breakfast now, honey. Toast and yogurt as always. Oh yeah, and don't forget to put honey on both of them. Thanks!
She then walked over to the sofa and flung herself onto it. Does she even know what she did? She's acting like nothing's wrong when she's been cheating on me for God knows how long. I guess she's convinced that I won't fight back because she's the one with the job in the family. But she's about to find out how wrong she is. All right, time to get our revenge. But that's when Paniko said this to Chizu.
You should cook your own breakfast.
What did you just say to me?
I said you should cook your own damn breakfast. You're in your 40s already and you can't even cook breakfast for yourself? Who do you think you are? You're so pathetic.
What the hell? How dare you speak like that to your mother? You take that back right now, Paniko.
My mother? You're no mother of mine. I only have one parent, and that's Dad. You're a complete stranger to me at this point.
Did you just call me a damn stranger? You've got to be kidding me. What the hell has gotten into you? Someone's got to put you in your place.
Well, she's right. You're a stranger from now on.
What? What do you even mean by that?
That's when I pulled out a bunch of divorce documents from my pocket and handed them to Chizu.
Whoa. What the hell are these? Are you serious right now? You want a divorce?
She wasn't expecting that to happen now, was she? She looked confused and nervous. She didn't know what to say or do.
But why? You need me to survive. You can't get a divorce with me.
You seriously think we need you? Well, think again. I'm a high schooler from next year, so that means I'll be able to get a part-time job. And Dad can start working at any time. He was handling the chores for all of us all these years because you wouldn't do anything around the house. And besides, he found a job already. We don't need you at all.
What?
And that's when a man entered our living room. He had arrived at our place 30 minutes ago, and he was in the bathroom while Chizu and I were having our conversation. Paniko was actually the one that called him here.
Dad?
That's right. The man Paniko called was Chizu's father, and my father-in-law. She didn't see that coming either, and Chizu seemed even more confused and nervous. She was at a loss for words at this point.
So, you're finally awake, huh, Chizu? I heard everything you did from Paniko and Yota. What the hell were you thinking, you idiot?
No, I was just...
That's right. Last night, while Chizu was taking her long bath, Paniko called her father and told him everything about what had just happened. She obviously told him all about his daughter's affair, and he was super disappointed and furious when he learned the truth.
Paniko, Yota, I'm so sorry about my stupid daughter. I feel ashamed right now. And as I explained to Paniko last night, I want to look after you at our company once this all gets settled. We want to provide you with a job.
My father-in-law was super apologetic and sincere. He even offered me a job to compensate for his daughter's stupidity.
And I am obviously going to get rid of this idiot from our company.
He pointed at his daughter and gave it to her straight. But that's when she started freaking out.
You're kicking me out? What the hell, Dad? You're hiring this idiot and firing me? How does that make any sense? Explain yourself, Dad. Make it make sense.
Shut up!
Whoa!
You've been slacking off at work lately, haven't you? Your superiors have noticed the quality of your work going down. I bet you were wasting your time on that stupid little boyfriend of yours instead of working. I've been putting up with you and your crappy work ethic because I wanted to make sure that you were able to provide for your family. If Yota gets a divorce with you and ends up getting custody over Paniko, then there's literally no reason for me to keep you at our company. You're a waste of space and time for us. We don't need losers like you to keep working at our company.
You have to be kidding me. Fine then. I don't care if you fire me, but I never want to see any of you ever again. Now get out of my damn house. You're all overstayed your welcome at this point, so you need to leave now.
How stupid is she? She actually thinks she owns this damn house? Looks like it's time to serve her the cold, hard truth. What the hell are you talking about, Chizu?
What?
I own this house. It's my property. You're the one that's gonna have to leave.
Wait, what?
This is a house I bought and built when Paniko was just a preschooler. At the time, I still had a job and was making more than Chizu, so the house was purchased under my name. I've spent too much time with Chizu in this house, though, and I don't think I can live here anymore. So once we're ready to move out, I'm planning on selling this place to the highest bidder.
Wait a minute. But you guys kick me out, then I'll have nowhere to go. You need to let me stay here, at least for a bit.
Why don't you go live with your boyfriend, huh?
I can't do that. He's married and I...
Oh, so he's married too, huh? Interesting.
Oh, shoot.
But that's when...
You don't have to worry about finding a place to live.
Wait, what? Why not?
Because you're going to work at a farm that one of our relatives owns.
What? A farm?
Yeah. And they say that they can give you their small shack for you to live in. The walls there are full of holes and you'll have no AC, but at least you'll have a roof over your head and a blanket.
Oh, wait. You're joking, right? You're seriously gonna make me sleep in a place like that? Come on, Dad. You can't do this to me.
Oh, yes, I can, and yes, I will. You should be on your knees thanking me right now for finding somewhere you can live.
No way. I can't believe this is happening.
And so, Chizu fell to her knees and started sobbing. She wasn't handling her new reality very well. And afterwards, she moved in with her relatives and started working at their farm every day, day and night. The shack that she moved into was indeed full of holes, and at night the place got so cold that Chizu thought she was going to freeze to death every night. But During the summer, the shack almost feels like the inside of an oven. That, combined with her hard work schedule, has sucked the life force out of her, and now she looks like a scarecrow. She'll probably never find another partner if she looks like that, but I don't really care about any of that, though. All I care about is her compensating me for the emotional trauma she put me through, as well as paying me child support for Panico every month. Oh yeah, and I also managed to track down Chizu's boyfriend, and I made him pay damages as well. His wife eventually found out about his affair, and they had to get a divorce as well. His company even went as far as to fire him, and now he's going through hell just like Chizu. You get what you deserve, I guess. And meanwhile, I've been working hard at my father-in-law's company, and Panico and I moved into a new apartment that's close to my office. Now that Chizu's gone, I don't have to worry about being abused every day, and so I've been having the time of my life. Oh, and Panico and I went out for dinner the other day to celebrate a big occasion. Congratulations on getting accepted to your first choice high school, Panico.
Thank you so much. It definitely wasn't easy, but I was able to power through it thanks to your support. I can't thank you enough for everything.
You're giving me too much credit, Panico. This was all you. But anyway, let's eat. We're here today to celebrate.
Yeah, let's do it. Man, this meal is basically free because my mom's paying for it, right? I guess at the end of the day, we were pretty lucky.
Well, glad to see that my daughter's already moved on. She's a strong girl, isn't she? She won't turn 20 for another few years, but when she does grow up and become an adult, and when she marries someone, I'll probably bawl my eyes out when that happens. But until then, I'm gonna keep on working hard to protect Panico.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!